Alright, we have one from Cranberry here. It is Hornbreaker and Stygian. Unfortunately, it is the Lances and not Forgotten Powers, but there is at least decent synergy between the clans. But you know, in both cases, we get the unfortunate. Like, we'd rather have Queen, we'd rather have Lances, but you know, we'll see what we have here. It looks like it went out about midway through. But you know, we won't be thinking of that. We'll just try to do it as we would normally do it. And I will say I hate Hornbreaker Prince. I really think he's the worst champ in the game. Now, when I say that, a Hornbreaker Prince run, not so bad because Hellhorn, right? But the champ just by far the most likely to do nothing for me. Virtually nothing for me in a run. But we do start with Ritual and Rage Serum. Pretty good starters altogether. We got Helical Crystallis, which definitely shines early. That 2 cost is usually playable. It kills pretty much anything in the early game. Rage Serum is not bad to start with, and neither is Ritual. Ritual Ring 1 can be awkward, though, because I'm still most likely going top, right? Often if the Ember Drain screws you, it screws you, but it'll definitely enable a Brawler start, which is nice. Alright, Double Barrel, we'll have to definitely keep an eye out there for maybe a Hornbreak. One thing that does suck is this magic. Well, this is not that shitty. This is fine, actually, because this magic comes before this Hellvent. So, typically when you see a Ritual, that's already kind of a winning line offensively, right? You just find an early Merchant of Magic. Luckily, this one here has a Hellhorn banner, and then you got a good Hellvent target, bringing it down to 1 Ember. Alright, well, not much else to think about here. Diligence annoying, of course. Damn. Well, might as well just do Wrathful. It's fine if I can find Brawler later on. Hell's Banners, we're not going to gain much initial attack. Rage will just trump that tenfold. No, this is not the easiest. I can kill at least one of those tanks, hopefully, with a Crystallis. Ideally, 2. Torches will take any of the backliners out. I think we can do this, but not gonna lie, if both Crystallises are not found, it is a little bit iffy. This is fine, though. We'll just do that. I can, that kind of sucks, but whatever. We'll just do this, and I'll take that out. Would frontline with the dude, but there's really no point. Does this get me there? That gets me there, so we'll just do that. I can probably torch this guy out of here. But if I have all this, might as well just do this. Don't think we need to torch him. Oh, those were about the best draws I could have hoped for. Okay, well, we have a Hell's Banners. We have a Steel we're definitely hitting here. I have to imagine it's Fledgling Imp, even though we have the Rituals. Like, these just aren't that good. Whereas Fledgling obviously just is. These are almost certainly skips. The only thing is, you know, I got the Torch that will clear backline for a little bit, but won't last that long. Ice Tornado might be nice for that, but I've already got so much. Even though I have a Hell's Banners, like, I've already got a lot that costs a lot. I think we just skip here. Oh my. Now this is interesting. This combo is conducive to, you know, incant, but kind of feeling the Cold Kalia. I always said one of the big strengths of this combo is the fact that, you know, normally kind of the most undesirable sweepers in the game, Cold Kalia and Siliphyte, become about as desirable as a normal sweeper, right? Because the rage just takes them takes them where they need to go. It also means this next steel really has no low rolls. You know, quick opens up as a pretty powerful thing. I have to imagine we take the Cold Kalia. Like, these are decent enough incant units, but incant is number, you know, it's not the top line with Hellhorn in the Hellhorn Stygian combo. Okay, so there's quick. If I have a boon, so I could still reroll for like Endless or Multi-Strike, and of course get Shitstone. I think we take a Steelworker. We have kind of the, I mean, Hornbreaker Prince is fine too, right? But generally I would say, given my I have definite access to Rage, even if I don't get Endless on this Fledgling, I get these rituals. Not that Hornbreaker, or not that Horn Warrior doesn't benefit largely from that. I just think a Sweeper probably benefits more. Plus I see the quick. So let's just get our tank figured out. We can also just go, if we don't get Multi-Strike, we can just go Steelworker into Cold Kalia and dupe it. So yeah, either way, it's definitely Steelworker. By the way, Prince is already just out. I mean, I could just do Runestone and quick. I mean, Runestone is so good, even in a relatively bad incant deck, which we might end up getting, right? I mean, if I get Railhammer, it's amazing. We know this is going in no matter what. So let's do that. That's the only other thing we need to think about is, do we need a Runestone and just say, fuck it. What is the Merchant of Steel situation? So I'm almost certainly hitting this up. Even though I don't need this Hellhorn banner at the moment. Who knows, maybe it opens up something better, but we definitely want the ritual down, especially if we don't reroll. We're going to reroll here at any rate because we have the boons, but just trying to think if this steel is very hittable. Oh my god, it's very, very hittable. Then again, this Trinkets isn't horrible, but yeah, that steel looks pretty good to me. I think we hold out. I don't think we need this Runestone. I think Steelworker covers the defense for now. You could argue that the Runestone gives me more armor anyway. Yeah, let's reroll. So there's that steel. There are 2 steels in a row. There's so many good Merchant of Steels on this map. I think we just hold out for a bigger upgrade. Oh, there's the Endless. Good thing we got the boons. Interesting. I mean, you could argue there's a little bit of anti-synergy with the quick and the Steelworker with this Fledgling Imp. I have the torch to break it. I think it's fine because we're covered with the rituals still. Like, I'll still upgrade the rituals. But now I just have a plethora of sources of rage, which is not a bad problem to have, right? I think most likely, well, we'll take it. But most likely, well, I don't know. I don't know what exactly the plan is right now. I think I want Steelworker up here. Like I said, I'm already committed basically to just saying fuck it to Prince. Is this even worth it? Well, I didn't mean to click that. For the record, I did not mean to click that, but you know, I guess that's what's happening. See, here's a pretty non-ideal situation for drawing the Fledgling up, but you know what? It's fine. We have the, oh, okay, never mind. Well, now I wish I didn't Ember Drain myself, but it's fine. Okay, I'm not going to give them damage, so I'm probably not killing them. It looks like I am killing them, so that's fine. And we can do this to get all this working for us. Oops, forgot I'm quick. Well, anyway, we'll be fine. Wow, getting whipped. Our whip is strong. Ooh, there we go. Self-infuse. Do we need Hornbreak? Nah, right. We got this temple. We're self-infusing. Opens up my Hellvent possibilities here. I might take the Flash Freeze for another access to self-sack. And it's just a good one to have. Yeah, I'll do that. Really just for the self-sack. I could take a Titan Sentry, but I don't think it's really necessary when I have a Cold Kalia with Quick. Yeah, probably not needed. But good to know that we had options, right? Yeah, it's gotta be this way. We have -2? No. Well, this is happening no matter what. This is just so powerful to do this. Kind of right off the bat here. And Rail Beater with Steelworker Infusion is an option as well. That'll really help with Relentless, but I don't think we'll have any issues there. I think we just skip. Pretty sure we're just going to double up Cold Kalia most likely, but not here probably. I'm probably going to just do Ritual. I'd rather go through these steals first and then probably this last Hellvent even. I really don't need double Cold Kalia until Divinity, if ever. Don't think I want to Surge Stone anything. Definitely don't want to do that. I think we just want to get a Ritual down so you have a Hellvent target for the next thing. That's interesting. I could hold over this Flash Freeze and put Pierce on it. I'm not opposed to that. I have just enough gold to do that too. Let's do it. It's like a sign. So now I can always sack my Imp. Honestly, that's fine. And if I need to, I can hit enemies with it. Alright, we're already at 55 shards, but I'm fine with it. Any good spell chains? Not really. That's usually a good one. I think I want to use this on the enemy, right? Ooh. Maybe gold. So we're doing this. Do I really need extra pip? I might. Do we want gold or pip? Man, that pip might be nice. Is it really that nice? I only need one of these imps coming in. Let's do gold. I don't usually do the gold, but it honestly is pretty powerful just to get 20 gold every cast. I debated spell chaining it for a minute, but nah, that's a little bit ridiculous. Maybe not with Hell's Banners. You know what? I should have done the pip in hindsight. Because I have Hell's Banners, I could just Hellvent the frickin' imp. Whatever. Let's do that. And not really any good area to put this guy in at, but just in case he double drops. He's a double dropper. That bastard double dropper. Well, let's just get this out here. Maybe there's a world where we can survive. Need some rage, bro. There is some rage. This guy will take that out. So not too shabby. And this gives me as much as that ritual. We definitely want to play this. Frostbite 8. They got 20 gold on that. Oh, I might draw back into it. Tell you what, let's give ourselves an opportunity to draw back into it. We got it. Alright, we got 40 gold out of it. Maybe that ends up being better than the pip. Had I taken the incant upgrade, I might be open to the one-horn tome. I don't think we really want this at this point. I'm a big proponent of one-horn's tome, and yeah, it could end up being an okay way to get multi-strike, but I do think that in this deck, we're just better off finding fledgling and faster, and to a lesser degree, ritual battle. Pretty sure the plan is just, you know, we got these steelworkers. We're just going to put the current steelworker into you-know-who, and then dupe it eventually. But as for this dupe, I'm thinking either the imp or the ritual. I mean, it would cost shards for the imp. It's definitely not sketches. Forever Flame, actually. This Helven's probably not getting hit. I do kind of think, even though I don't have the pip to fit both, I think just finding this sooner is better. The difference between 70 to 85 shards isn't huge in the context of the next two rings. Let's just get rid of Frozen Lances. They are absolutely worthless. It doesn't matter, we're not using this unit, so... Like I said, Prince is so often just a throwaway. It's never going to beat your average banner unit. That's how bad this champ is. I'd argue even full brawler isn't that good. Like, yeah. Like, rank 1 and 2, it's not good. It's not better than your just typical horned warrior. Or it's definitely not better than a rail beater. And then, sure, you get that, if you stick it out, you get that final, like, 5-strike, 3rd rank power spike. I'd argue, though, it's overrated. It's fine in a lot of cases, but I don't know. It doesn't have stats, you know, base stats. It doesn't have any effects other than just being a multi-striker, and it doesn't have access to like innate quick or anything like that, or any other sort of tertiary effect. This is probably pretty unnecessary to take this armor here for gold, but I have to imagine we're fine. Took a draw upgrade. Deck is relatively thin. I have 2 of these imps. All I gotta do is get to one of them at, you know, a reasonable amount of time. That saved a lot there. Let's do this and that. Should get a ritual or a fledgling hopefully here, unless I'm just massively low rolling. Worked out well. Dealing with that other guy should more or less have solidified things. Alright, they're all dying. Let's hit this guy. Here we can actually put 2 in. And he's still dying, so I'll still... yeah, let's let him die. Here... I'm doing 141. Got a decent amount of health. I'm actually just going to do this so that I have less scourges. pretty hard to not take a tiresome climb. It's just god tier pretty much. I don't think I'm going to take the Siren Song, especially since I already have the tiresome climb. You know, these are nice to haves. Obviously, if I have a rail hammer on the way, Guardian Stone could be good, but nah, and I don't think the spike is that good. Siren Song is a good card, I just don't think we're going to need it. And I'd rather, again, just get to my better cards. So vortexes are really important for that, by the way. Alright, we are going to just do this. You're going in here, kind of off the bat. It's one less priority draw we have to deal with. And I'm not losing anything other than just gaining shards here for that. Don't think we'll need any of that. I'd be down to -2 this, you know, or the tiresome climb, but this is a run I think we can go to Shardville on. I'm on 125 going into, you know, whatever ring this is. I'm fine with it. Only thing we got to think about is Stealth Boss could be a pain, but we'll crush that bridge if we get to it. Endless, huh? Definitely don't want any of that shit. That's a horrible cavern. Well, we'll leave all the units in for now. The double Rage Imp will be pretty good for eating up stealth. Let's just keep getting rid of Frozen Lances, even though it's diligent. At a certain point, I'm just not that worried about needing spell fodder for diligent here. Alright, so I probably went a little aggressive with my shards here. Oh, it's not even a hard boss. Yeah, we should be able to deal with this. I mean, they're going to be pretty sharded up, but look at this. I already have access to my guys here. And actually, we can go Prince on the floor right now. There's no point not to. I think we just do this. So he dies just fine. I've been pretty lucky with how this Shard distro's shaken out here. That'll work out fine. So he'll die. We don't need to worry about that. And he's dying because of that, so we can even do this. It's pretty nice. Probably do that. Best defense is in fact a good offense. And yeah, no need to really do much else. This boss, I feel like I rarely ever see this boss anymore, but boy oh boy is he easier than the other ones, eh? Another tiresome climb is probably worth. Impish Scholar doesn't really get us anything. This is worth it for Diligent alone, but also the tanks. So unfortunately we're adding cards, which isn't great, but they're good cards, right? Looks like this is where Cranberry went down. Intrinsic. So you notice something, my health isn't that high, right? I could definitely justify an Intrinsic here, I think. Just get that daze on top floor divinity, right? There's a multi-strike. I think we do that. Again, this health isn't too much of an issue when I'm going to have two of these on the floor. So, yep, do that. No need to do anything else, really. And let's take a look here. Nice. Hey, that's not that good, but hey, fuck it, I'll take it. And we'll get rid of... At this point, we don't need the stewards, but they're better. They're pretty easy to play out, right? Crystallis is... Torches are okay. I don't need them. I might need some spell fodder. Tell you what, we'll get rid of one steward. See if that really matters, but we'll see. I'm not in any hurry to make any removals, I think. Maybe I should, I don't know. I'm being pretty greedy by holding 450 gold and not using it. Even though there's all these Scourge Shufflers, I do think that, especially, you know, this guy's 9 stealth, there's no reason to just not go top. I can already deal with this guy. That's kind of nice, you know, in a way that I have the answer here. Well, this guy's gonna kill that no matter what. But you know what? Let's just let it. Let's let it. For whatever reason, happen here. Beautiful turn to draw that silence again, though. Not that I needed it, right? I mean, I guess I'll just do this. I don't know. We'll lose 5 armor by doing this. Make that... No, he won't get replayed. That's fine. Alright, do that. I don't care about the Scourges. I already have the 3 cards that I need, so if they want to Scourge me up, then have at it. Hellborn Harvest, that's fine. Again, just have at it. I think I'm... Yeah, fuck it. It's like if there wasn't the Hellborn Harvest, I probably would still kill it there, but whatever. Probably take a little bit of damage here. I mean, I'm at a point where maybe I can just stop doing this, but this is, well, I guess one problem with removing stewards is like turns like this. I would love to have a steward. Get my Hell's Banners. I mean, how greedy would it be just to do this? I mean, I'm almost never gonna leak. Here, let's just do this. And I'll just have this die. And, like, hopefully draw back into other stuff. If not, then fuck it. This is probably a good turn just to do this. That was actually a little bit scary, shit. Well, I think I would definitely made a mistake then by being so greedy with the, I mean, we're gonna kill him, but, like, I'm just looking at how close this is, we definitely made a mistake, A, by doing stupid amount of shards, but B, I should have just took the Scourge damage. It was not worth the risk here, right? I didn't realize nearly how close that was, but luckily we get the Tiresome Climb at the right time. But, you know, one more hit and I would have been dead. So, that's where Cranberry went down. Hey, he might have had a set. I mean, this is the type of run where it's tempting just to go real heavy on shards, right? I think we still skip here. I'm almost wondering if Ember is what I need, because Diligent's going to be shuffling about as many Scourges, if not more, into my deck. I can't really do much about that. And all it takes is one turn of not being able to double kill my guys, and then I'm fucked. But Ember might get around that. I don't know. I think just draw is going to be safer. I don't need to go that hard into Diligent here. I think we just keep removing shit. And maybe we get a good Caverns or something. Spellchain and Pierce, those probably aren't getting taken. Well, I could put it up Pierce on a Torch, I guess. Plus 10 on a Torch is definitely happening. Let's get that down. Well, I don't know. I've got Hell's Banners turn 1. Maybe we just get that one down because it comes up on the other turns. I think that might actually make more sense. Double stack. Again, we do have Hell's Banners, so maybe this is definitely worth. Sure. That the ritual could get double stacked as well, but I think we're seeing what we need, and it's not that, right? We get this down in cost. I could Surge Stone a Torch. Ooh. Yep. Alright, well, there's the pip upgrade. Now I can just fit the two on. That'll be nice. So Hellvent there. We're still not going to use Prince eventually, but we're using him for now. Just as a body, basically as a train steward. Well, do I go cocky here? Because there's really no reason to take any more shards, but I'm pretty sure this deck is pretty powerful at this time. Nah, seems pretty cocky. Let's get rid of these. Again, don't really need spell fodder. Oh, maybe I do, I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking up here, who knows. Cross that bridge when we get there, I guess. Pretty sure when I have two of these Cold Kalias, none of that's gonna matter. Here, let's get rid of a Stewie as well. Let's get rid of two of them. If it's Penitent, I think this is a good play. Never did get Brawler. Full Wrathful's pretty sag. Alright, these guys aren't gonna be hard. Oh my god, spikes though. Damn, literally the worst I could have got. I don't really think there's any way I can do these spikes. I'm getting 5 armor a turn. That is not gonna outpace 5 spikes and all these guys. There's, yeah, 0 chance. Now, had I gotten Brawler 2 Prince, I'd probably be able to do it, right? But, no. No way in fucking hell are we doing that. They still get that money. I guess we'll just let that one be. Alright, they're still dead. Works for me. Well, if they're all dying, I'll still keep this, I guess. Okay, is it just me? I swear to fucking God, it said both of them were dying. Sort of fucking all that's goddamn holy and mighty in this goddamn fucking world. It's an X mark, right? Am I going crazy here? You know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna... I don't trust this goddamn thing anymore. I don't trust it anymore. Oh, living armor. Poor you. Like, actually just poor you. My poor friend. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry you had to witness that. So many ways that just things have gone wrong for our dear friend, the Living Armor here. Oh wait, okay, that wasn't a full style. I started to become sacrilegious there. Oh my god, important work. It's gotta be the call. Hell no to them. I mean, Titan's Tooth is a good card, the others are definitely not. Okay, well, there's no way I'm not doing this, so do that. Cuttlebeard. None of these really do much for me. Neither do these. Probably just do removals then. Yeah, let me think about this. Probably just remove a steward. There's another multi-strike. Damn it, I have 10 gold short. Shouldn't have rerolled. Oh, we're at 150 shards. There's really no point to making life any harder on us. Let's just beat it. We can at least take that purifier out decently enough. Right, you'll get consumed. Bye-bye, Prince. Think of like there's like a lot of mediocre paths of champs in the game, but you can at least put them down and have them survive a wave, right? Not Hornbreaker Prince. Hornbreaker Prince is fucking horrible. Let's do this. Just trying to keep that as fodder for when I potentially need it. Alright, this is the good fodder here. Got a pretty good amount of rage. I could just start stacking armor at this point. I mean, I'm killing definitely everything. Like, I could just keep these stacking armor. That's a valid... That's actually pretty valid, I would say. And I can just start trying to kill purifiers. I guess the question is... See, this is where I needed the Amber upgrade. Because I could turn like this. I guess I could have just took 1 damage to my pyre, but... I think we'll just do this for now. It's a little risky, but... Yeah, what are you gonna do? Well... I can burn this, I suppose. Can do this, because it hasn't really stacked much up yet. And I don't know, I feel like I can greed this. I don't know. Totally not worth it to just greed these pyre healths, but I don't know, I'm looking here and like just doesn't seem like things could go that wrong for me. I know he'll come in at full health because he's diligent and he's broken. Let's do this. Fine, burning a ritual. Alright, this is fine to do there. We'll just keep this one. I guess we can do this at this point. If I can hit the double stacked one on him, that would be great. Alright, I'll take one here, just in favor of doing this. Pretty sure if the double stacked days, he's definitely dead. Vengeful Shard is so annoying in this fight. I mean, it doesn't do that much damage, but I don't know, it's like, does Diligent not do enough already? You have to, like, add 3 fucking Vengeful Shards to your deck. Kill your draw even more. Alright, I'll take that. I feel like it's been forever since I actually had Shard of Divinity. I don't go to Shardville enough these days. You know, you can see the correlation between not going to Shardville and higher win rates, that's for sure. Alright, so our ladies here, we'll put them in there. And yeah, Hornbreaker Prince can just do Hornbreaker Prince things. aka be useless and die. Dying to a fucking pretty weak wave, let's be honest. Like, pretty fucking weak wave. Well, super lucky to get both fledglings in the bottom of the deck, but hey, that's why we do double draw and thin the deck out, right? I do want to keep this on holdover. So we'll just do that. Hold that silence for a better turn. Let's take these out for sure. Like, I definitely don't want them to be without a home here. Let's do that for sure. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna hold this. You know, it's too late to do this. I think we're gonna be fine. Yeah, this is the one I want to silence, because I knew it. It's always that fucker. Always that fucker. Fucking hate that fucker. Let's keep you dazed. Oh my god, this mouse. Alright, that is dying. So, we'll just do that. Alright. Guess we can just hit Divinity from now on. This fight has been 100% solved now. So yeah, this is like why I value Fledgling so greatly. Let's see what went wrong for Cranberry. But hopefully it's not that he skipped a Fledgling him. Because I could see the temptation starting with double ritual and seeing a pretty good path to Hellvent. This is one of those cases where I think I talked about it in one of the earlier Curse Seeds I did. Basically, a lot of times you don't want to do a win more thing and want to cover your weaknesses more. So you might think, and here's the thing, you could have won, you could still win this run just fine with the rituals, right? But there's a certain point where something's so powerful that you just still do it anyway, because it's like it just solves everything in the game basically. You know, I mean, these guys do so much damage. We'll get the light flying kill here, it looks like. But just because I hate Scourge Shufflers so much, we definitely gonna put them in. Alright, the Whip Girls win. Alright, so all in all, nearly died in Arcus, but due to really stupidity, right? I wouldn't say it was necessarily due to the line being, the line that I had built should have been fine there. I just greeded out Pyre health, which I totally didn't need considering I have 100 armor here at the end, but You know, had I could have kept my fledgling imp chain going at the cost of pyre health and not burning out scourges. That was really the only, I suppose, tough part for us in this run. But yeah, like I said, Cold Kalia, it's just a weird unit. It's pretty useless in a lot of combos, but not in the Hellhorn combo. In the Hellhorn combo, this is about as good of a unit as you can find, as long as you have a ritual or a fledgling. Because that's usually when you're going to make this decision to take Cold Kalia or not, right? It's a tough one to make. I would say also it's not too bad with Alpha Fiend. But, you know, this is, you know, early on you get those commons. You'll know if you have fledgling or not, or a ritual, or even Alpha Fiend to a certain extent. I probably wouldn't just speculatively take Cold Kalia, though, because she is so weak on her own. I would want something in hand already to commit to a Cold Kalia. Unless the other choices just suck, but I can't think of too... Like, the Stygian units are so good that I can't think of too many low rolls there. But like I said, Prince, it's like, yes, this was a Prince run. A Prince run is not bad, but a Prince is bad. So it's so tough for me to, like, evaluate a champ, right? It's like, if I evaluate the champ itself, purely just what the champ does for me, Hornbreaker Prince is hands down the worst champ in the game, and there's no comparison. Like, Penumbra, sorry, Penumbra does way more than Prince. Tethys does way more than Prince. But, now, there's the other side of things. A Tethys run often sucks, even if Tethys does a lot for me. Just by nature, a Tethys run can suck. Same with a Penumbra run. Even if Penumbra does, like, a good architect thing for me or something, that's way better than mostly what Hornbreaker Prince does for me, right? Hell, even a Gorge Penumbra does more for me than a Hornbreaker Prince will, right? A monstrous Penumbra does more for me than a Hornbreaker Prince will. Still, though, those runs just suck, right? Compared to a Hornbreaker Prince run, where you have all these cards showing up, like Fledgling. You have to miss on a lot for a Hellhorn run to not be good, right? You gotta miss on Fledgling, you gotta miss on Ritual, you gotta miss on Dark Deal, you gotta miss on Alpha Fiend. Like, you have to miss on so much shit. But yeah, Steelworker, just a nice solid infusion, gives us a defense, that nice flexible defense, and just a good unit on its own for before you do the infusion. And yeah, we had the flash freeze and holdover because we wanted, when you have a quick unit, you definitely want, which you do want typically, I'd say. Like, our quickness made us just have so much defense, right? But you know, the flash freeze and holdover is not for the enemies, right? It's for my own guys mainly. It's for my fledgling imps. But again, you know, on that note, I think I didn't really finish the thought there. Like, I was kind of talking about how in other runs, like, some pickups are win more, some are covering your weaknesses. In this case, you could have argued, like, I think there was, like, a choice between fledgling imp and Hornbreak, I think. But, was it that? I honestly can't remember, but, like, and we already had rituals, we already had an easy path to cost down the rituals in Helventum, which that's all the scaling you usually need, but it's just not going to actually be better than an Endless Fledgling Imp, which we already, you know, picking up the Fledgling Imp there, you know, we had a steal ahead of us, we might as well open up Endless as a game-winning thing, right? An Endless Fledgling Imp is honestly game-winning. It's really hard to lose with the Endless Fledgling Imp, especially if it's self-infused. But yeah, that's about all I have to say about that. Let's take a quick look at what Cranberry did. Alright, he also had the Wrathful, which is good, right? Okay, so far so good. I don't know if I love locking in that Battlestone, though. I think I would look ahead on that map. If I was going to lock in anything, I would have locked in the armor incant. I think Fledgling Imp. He also did not... Oh, he did. So he self-infused one of the Fledgling Imps. I don't know what happened there. That'd be... Did he find Endless later or something? Because I know I had to re-roll to find the Endless at the first one. Maybe he didn't take the boons or something? I mean, either way, though, this still should be powerful. You have a quick Coquelia with a Steelworker Infusion. You have the Fledgling Imps on Endless. Ideally, both of them should have been self-infused. I don't know what happened there, but at least you have the one. Once you find that one, that can just be the one that you play. Went with Imp in a Box over... Oh, so I remember that one. That would have been... that choice was... what was it? Tiresome Climb over Imp in a Box. So, like... That... I would say is probably a big mistake. I don't think you gain much from Imp in a Box here. Whereas Tiresome Climb... I mean... Huh, he died to the waves? Well, I was going to say, if he died to Relentless, how did he die to the waves here? Did he just, like, bottom deck? Did he go in with, like, no health? He should have had a decent amount of pyre health. I'll have to see, but I was going to say, like, I had just suspected he lost to Arcus, like, remember, we kind of fucked up the micro a bit and nearly lost to Arcus, right, in Relentless, but it was like a godsend that we had the Tiresome Climb, right? If he didn't have the Tiresome Climb, I could see that being a big reason he lost. However, went to died to before Relentless, so I don't know. I still think you take the Tiresome Climb there all day, every day, though. That just does way more for you. It gives you top floor days against Divinity. It helps with every boss imaginable. It helps with Diligent, you know, being able to daze the Purifiers. Like I said, I think Tiresome Climb is the single best card in the game, all things considered. It's the most takeable card, and it will often just have the most impact on median average, because there's really no miss for a Tiresome Climb. There is a miss for a Fledgling Imp. If you don't find Endless on Fledgling Imp, it can still provide value, but it doesn't provide nearly the type of just sort of baseline value that a Tiresome Climb does. Offering Token, I'm also not entirely I guess it's fine. I'm trying to think what it was paired against. Wasn't that paired against Flash Freeze? I would say Flash Freeze is what I would take there, because like I said, you would have already been quick at that point, and I remember that it was like that was actually kind of a big thing to have that extra self sack, right? Because you might just not be able to clear out your imps. I mean, maybe that's why he died to the waves. Maybe he put the imps down and like couldn't scale, and then just the big tanks got through. I like the Unnamed Tome. I don't like the Spike of the Stygian. Like I said, I don't think that's a very good card. I think you got to be in a desperate place to take that, and the deck doesn't seem like it should have been in a desperate place. Also, no removals on the lances. I think that's a mistake. I would definitely have, especially with the Hell's Banners, I would definitely have kept the stewards before removing lances. Lances just don't do anything for you at all. I also wouldn't have taken this event. You can see he still has 2 calcified embers that weren't able to get played, which means they killed his draws, right? So there's just no point, even against Diligent. Hey, pre-DLC, I'd say this is a good play into Diligent. I would say, though, now, into Diligent, it doesn't even kill most of the sharded up tanks, or the tanks in general. It's just not needed. All it's going to do is hurt you while these are in your deck. You should have had plenty of offensive scaling, right? Oh, he did take the Tiresome Climb. Maybe he took a... There was 2 of them offered, so... Still, though, if I recall correctly, it was the first Tiresome Climb was with this Imp in a Box. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but I'm pretty sure how it was. Either way, if it was first or second, I still don't think you take Imp in a Box over Tiresome Climb, even if it means you Even if he already had the Tiresome Climb before this, I say just take another Tiresome Climb. But yeah, that's, I guess, the main deck doctoring I can think of here. Now, granted, this is a pretty good play. To have this on holdover, you're getting good money. Oh, wait. No. No, I would actually say maybe not. I think you still go for the sack. You know, Rage 4 and 10 damage is not going to beat a Ritual or a Fledgling Imp, so you've now put something on holdover that is worse than the other scaling you already have. But, see, this is probably a good example of win more, right? This one is doing something that you already have, which is offensive scaling, but it's not even as good of the offensive scaling that you already have, and you'd have been better off with an additional ability to sack your imps, right? Imagine if this was instead just basically hold over and 30 damage and frostbite or whatnot. Then you can sack your imps, you can kill a spikes channeler, a lot of stuff you can do with that, and still get your 20 gold, right? But I don't know. At the end of the day, I still think it's okay, right? I also don't think he needs the Ice Empire. See, there's a big thing here, like, a big part of Fledgling Imp is just get to it and let that thing go. You don't need to be adding other cards that, even if they're good cards, like Ice Empire is a good card, right? But I don't know, it's not like you're an incant deck. I just don't think it does much for you. You'd be better off just finding torches to kill your imps and other sack things, and just your imps. You want to have your initial dig through to find the imps as clean as possible. And once you find your imps, the only thing you want to find really are things like Tiresome Climb or, you know, torches to kill your imps, flash freezes and old magics in my case as well. So that's, I guess, the big deck doctoring I can give here. I still think the deck is pretty powerful, but I'm just kind of calling the problems as I see them. Like, Ice Empire is definitely not needed in this deck. You should be able to scale quickly to the point where this is completely irrelevant. And all this really does is hurts your consistency to get there. Same with that, right? This just does, what, 120 damage for 3 cost. Even if it purges, it's just not helping you. You gotta make sure when you add a card, it doesn't hurt you. And again, the Frozen Lance should have been priority out here. But I don't want to come off like holier than thou here or anything. That's just like my opinion, man. I should always say I'm not 100% correct on these. This is just like the way I approach it and the things I see that probably would have helped. Again, though, I always love that, you know, Cranberry always posts the seeds. It's always nice to, like, I just enjoy doing these type of, like, you know, tougher runs that I can actually make comparisons and insights on over just blindly, like, you know, going at the game like I usually do. It's pretty fun. Well, anyway, hopefully that was useful and fun. I'll have to check what happened here and see if my assumptions here are correct. But as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.